Hey everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to AskPot Office Hours live help session. So, this is where you can ask quick questions about AskPot and get live help. So, over here on our live help calls, we also do builds to show you how different AskPot tools can work in real use cases. So, it's super great to have you guys all here today. I see we have a few on the call. We have Antoine, we have Deb. Good morning, Deb. We have Eric. Nice to see you here. Steve, super great to see you. Tom, we have Chandra, Don, Paul, and I think a few others are still joining. So like what I always said, guys, on this live help calls, feel free to drop your questions in the comments or you can also unmute your mic if you are confused with anything, if I'm going too fast, if you want me to answer any question at all, do let me know, okay? And for today's build, let me just show you guys of what we are going to be building today. I know this is what you're looking forward to. We have what we call local business AI ads lab. Okay, so whether you're an AI agency, you're consulting with local businesses, or maybe you're just experimenting with tools like this, AI tools like this. Well, I think this would really excite you because we're going to walk through something that's super practical. So it is the local business AI ads laboratory. So basically, it generates ad campaigns using our IntelliForms here in Asphalt. So it's super simple, but it's also super powerful that can also help local businesses, whether it's a salon, maybe it's a medical spa, maybe it's a fitness coach or a boutique or a short-term rental business. They constantly need new ads and they need them across platforms. So I think with businesses like this, the key solution for them is to have them fast. So generate ad campaigns super fast. I mean, a lot of their business already takes up their time, and this is the solution that we want for them. So instead of going back and forth with a client or maybe spending minutes and hours manually writing variations, we're going to show you guys how to build a form, an IntelliForm like this that collects the core business details, and then it will also instantly generate a platform specific ad campaigns. And this one is going to be for Facebook, for Instagram, and for Google Ads. So this one we should have the headline, the copy, the visual concept, the CTA, and also the platform. And then we also have like sample output that they can use for each platform. So the best part about this is that these are all going to be powered through a structured form inputs and a dynamic AI prompt. So there's no need for, there's no need for dev work. There's no need for Zapier work. There's no need to wait for anything. So let's go ahead and build this now, guys. I'll show you exactly how I am going to build this using Asphalt. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to my IntelliForm templates. So it's loading. Almost there. Okay, awesome. Now let's click create over here and go to IntelliForm. One second, let me just minimize my Zoom controls over here so that doesn't get in the way of my screen. Okay, there you go. So let's just call this local business ads create. And it's creating our tool, loading the tools data. There you go. So here's our IntelliForm. Now let's go inside and start building. And of course, first thing that we will have to build is our covers page. So let me just create add page and then create the cover. Okay. Over here, I think at the top, let's just say instant ads. So impact, something like that. Okay. Next, let's add, I think I'm going to be using this one. Okay, there you go. And then let me just add this text right here. So basically, It's about what this IntelliForm can help with. Let's save that. Okay, so we have our initial welcome message, and then let me just add a separator right here. Delete this. Okay, there you go. And then add another paragraph. And then just give them direction on how to use this IntelliForm. Save changes. Okay, awesome. Now let's add an image. So I like to add images on this welcome cover just to make them less boring than a traditional form. So let's add this. Okay, awesome. So this is the image or the graphic that I'm going to use. And again, I use Canva for all of this. And if you want a copy of it, so you can customize it for your, that's also fine. Let me just change the maximum height to 550 so that it will fit the entire form and it will look nicer. Okay, there you go. Awesome. So that looks great. Let me just save this. And I think the only thing that we need to change now is this button right here. Let's change this to we need an ad. Okay. So let's make that full width. And awesome. Now we have our cover page. Let's go to input. Yeah, there you go. So over here on the input, like I said earlier, we're going to be collecting the business details. So this one's mainly for collecting their business name, business type, promo offer, um, the audience, the ad goal, the tone of the ad, and any special notes. And when you get this template, guys, please know that you can also add like certain, what do you call this, certain input blocks that can collect the leads information, so you can um get something from this IntelliForm. You can build a leads list from this IntelliForm just by having them generate their own ads. So let me now use the title for this: local business AI ads app. Just put the title. Oh, save changes. Okay, now let me use an input block for that. This one's going to be business name. Let me just make sure to use a unique ID for that. And then the label will be business or your organization name. And then a placeholder, let's add that. And a helper text. So this will appear in your ad copy to personalize your campaigns. Let's save changes for that. Okay. And then next block that we will add is the business type. So that's going to be another input block. Let me just click in here to be able to edit that. And again, put a unique ID so that we can reference this later in our prompts. And then placeholder will be this. So basically a few business types, and then helper text will be describe your business briefly in 3 to 7 words. Okay, I forgot to set required on the first one. So let's make sure this is required because we need all of this to be filled out for the AI to work and be able to generate a result. So let's use another input block, click for properties. This one's going to be the promo offer. And there you go. And then let's add a placeholder. What offer promotion do you want to highlight? And then a helper text, so keep it short and specific. And then set that as required. Okay, great. Next, let's move on to the next block. So this one's going to be another input block. And then this one is going to be the target audience. Let's make sure to label that correctly. Add a placeholder for sample answer, and then the helper text. So this can include the demographic, geographic, or psychographic details if possible. All right, awesome. So next one is going to be our ad goal. So I think I'll use the let's use check boxes for that. Okay, there you go. This one's going to be our ad goal. And then let's just change the label over here and also the helper text. So focus on one key outcome to help optimize the campaign. So let's set that as a required also. And then let's provide them with some options. So right now I can think of options for ad goal is booking, website visits, lead generation, or let's see here. I think store visits, right? Let's just save changes on that. Okay, awesome. Next, last thing that we will add is our, oh, sorry, I think we need to add the tone also. So let's make sure to add that. Let's use the select box. Okay, now let's change the unique ID to tone and then our preferred tone over here. What tone should the ad copy use? And also our helper text. And then let's just provide just four options for this one. First one is friendly. Then let's just maybe it should sound luxury, energetic, or maybe professional. So set that as required again. All right. So now we're on to our last input block. So this one will be the special notes. So let's click over here and for the unique ID, so special underscore notes and also our label. Um, Make sure to add our placeholder right there. Any special notes or things we should know of. And then the helper text. So use this guide to use this to guide or limit the AI's creativity based on your preferences. So this is where they can add that. Let's make sure this is a text area and set that as a required field. Okay, awesome. So I think we have everything we need. Now let me just change this to create my ad now. Create my ad now. All right. And there you go. We have the inputs that we need. Next, let me just go to the ending page. Before we proceed on adding the system prompt, let me just go over here and customize this a little bit. Let's put the title. So again, the title, local business, and put that in the center. And then let's add an image block for this. Click here to add an image and let's use this one. Okay. Want more ads like this? Let's run effective ads for your business. And then we're going to add like the button at the bottom of the IntelliForm itself. Change this to 550. There you go. All right. Looks awesome. Now let's click here on the start over button. So let's just change this one to let's run this ad now. And then the button action URL. So the suggested URL for this is maybe a calendar link to the team or maybe like a contact information like an email or maybe a phone number so that they can contact just in case they want to get more ads like what the AI generated. So save changes. All right. There you go. So this is how it will look like on our ending page. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just drink my water. Okay, it's better. Okay, so now last thing that we will add is our prompt. Oh, sorry. Let me just change the theme right here. Go to custom theme and use this. Okay, that looks better. So this custom theme right here is basically I just use this tool. I mean, it's super helpful, guys, if you want to like pick a color and then customize your AI tool. So just click any one of this, drag that, and then copy the exact hex code. So it will get the exact hex code. So it helps me build the forms much faster because all I need to do now is just put the hex codes right there and it will, oh, that doesn't look very great. let's, let's get it back to white. So all we need to do is put the hex codes right here. So think white is FFFF. Okay, awesome. There you go. So we're back. Um, Next, let me just, okay, so everything's been customized and added for our form itself. Now let's go to our prompt builder. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky, guys. So like what I always said, it's always advisable to, be very specific in your prompts. Make sure that you are using your your inputs, your collected inputs from the user. Make sure you are referencing them so that the AI will be able to generate the output that is relevant to what they submitted or answered in the form. So this is the prompt that we will be using. First, we are acknowledging the user inputs. So basically the business name type, the offer, the target audience, the goal, the tone, the notes, and also down here is our system prompt. So we're asking the AI to use the provided business details over here to generate at least three platform-specific ad campaign versions that are optimized for Facebook, for Instagram, and also for Google Ads. So we also provided like sample output version for the Instagram, for the Facebook, and also the Google Ads. So you will also need to include this so that the AI knows what kind of output that you want. So over here at the very bottom, we said be persuasive and clear. Make sure to match the tone and language to the provided brand voice. Okay. So with this prompt that we already have, we won't be needing to add sources. I tested this earlier and it will work just fine even without the sources. But if you want, you can also add your business details under sources, or maybe more info about this in IntelliForm. But for this one, this is the the prompt that we will be using without the sources. Okay, so it's time for testing. Why is it not? 1 second. Let me just go over. Okay, so that's active. Now let's do a preview. Okay, so this is how it looks like right now. This is the first thing that they will see when they view the IntelliForm. We need an ad, click here. Okay, so first, let me just add the business name and then business type. Let's just say organic skincare and wellness brand, and then they have a promo they want to highlight. And then our target audience, okay? And then for the ad goal, this will be lead generation and also friendly, okay? And then special notes, there you go. Emphasize sustainability and cruelty-free ingredients, avoid overly salesy language. So create my ad now, preparing results. Okay, let's just wait. Let's see what the AI comes up with. Okay, awesome. There you go. So it was able to provide us with the exact result as we wanted, especially based on what we put in the system prompt. So all of this is, was based on the system prompt without because we didn't add any sources. So over here is the common elements for all platforms. You have your headline, your ad copy, maybe an image or virtual concept. So over here is also the three versions, like what I was saying. You have your Instagram output, you have your Facebook output. So this is what do you call this? This is tailored specifically to the platform. So mainly when you see Instagram posts, they have like hashtags, right? So these are the suggested hashtags and then the post style suggestion. And then for our Facebook output, you have your text already in there, the CTA button type. So when you put out an ad on Facebook, they allow you to add a button. And then that's the what the AI suggested with, and also the audience engagement seal. So over here on Google Ads, also you have your headline, suggested headline, maybe the description and the display URL, and so also some target keywords. So these are like Google Ad keywords that you can also use. So yeah, I think our IntelliForm worked really great. Now let me just open my chat section right here. Okay, so you've seen how easy it is to go from, a few business details to this fully generated ad campaigns for these three platforms. So if you're working with local clients, this is a great solution that you can white label, you can customize, you can deploy it today if you want. You can use it as a lead magnet also for your business. So what we covered today, this is just like a starting point. You can stack this with maybe some AI follow-up emails, maybe a landing page. You can add this to your landing page. Um, so if you need like help on refining this IntelliForm, you can also, you can always reach out to me. So I'm opening the floor now for any questions that anyone might have. Let me just also get a copy of this. Oh, let me just here. Happy Veterans Day from my pets. Oh, this make thank you, David. Let me just go over here and click share, duplicate via link. Okay, let me just put that in the comments. There you go. So you can import that to your account, guys. I'll also make sure that this is included on our post later for the recording. All right. Any questions, guys? Anything at all? Okay. Let's see here. Are we all good for today, guys?
Hi, good morning, Kim.
Oh, hi, Eric.
Hey, hey. Do you have the I guess the is it the graphic or the Canva link as
Oh, yeah.
well? Was that posted later? Because I don't want to reinvent the wheel if I don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, certainly. I actually have it right here um, on my projects. So it should be, you can just easily import this if you have like, oh, where was it? Local business ad. There you go. Awesome. So you can just easily like change all of this, also like the contact info or like this, maybe
Hmm.
your website info. So let me just share that right now.
Awesome.
Uh,
Thank you so much, Kim. And the color picker, I'm sorry, was that a Chrome app that you had for
uh,
the color picker?
yeah, for the color picker, this was a Chrome extension.
The
You
Chrome
can
extension.
just
I'm sorry,
search,
yeah.
yeah, just search color picker,
Color
Chrome
picker.
extension.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And okay, I just put that in the comments. You're very welcome, Eric.
Hi, Kim. This is the other Eric.
Hey, Eric.
We all use AI for ad services and, building content and getting ideas. Do you know of anyone that's successfully using, something like this from the, you know,
Yeah.
top
For
down, to advertise?
yeah, I think I've seen some Aspot users. Mostly I've seen some success when it comes to, email, what do you call this? Email marketing ads. They use Aspot mostly for that. That's one thing that I'm seeing for some other users. But I think that's a great cool post that you can add to the school community, Eric. Gather some insights from other Aspot users we may not know, but there may be some that can provide more info for us on their real use cases on
Oh,
this
all right.
case. Mhm.
Thank you. Doing a great job posting these. Love it.
Thanks, Eric. Yep. Well, I encourage everyone, guys, if you have any questions for the community, you want to connect with like-minded people, you can always, use the school group community. I mean, we're all ASPOT users there. We're all using AI tools there. So feel free to, create some posts, maybe comment on some posts. Hal Smith said, did anyone ever get the application for doing mixers for liquor purchases to see what people would buy um, when buying liquor? When I look, all their states had copyright, so not usable ideas. I'm not sure about that, housemate. Is that something that that was discussed on a live call? Okay, I think there's so let me know if that's something that you've seen on a live call, Hal. I'm not sure what application you're referring to. All right. Any other questions, guys? Anything else? I saw it discussed but never seen it implemented using Aspot. Oh, okay, there you go. So I think this is, one area where you can, I think I highly suggest building this. How I think you're referring to receipt data tied to liquor purchases, right? Or is that something that you're referring to? Maybe you can create an IntelliForm that they have to fill out, like a kind of like a survey for that you can create as a lead magnet for liquor brands or agencies. So yeah, I suggest trying that out, Hal. Um, you already have the idea, so I think this is something you can easily build. But if you run into anything, let me know. Super happy to, walk you through it. Okay. See here. Anyone else has any questions before we wrap up the call?
Hey, Kim, another great build out. Appreciate that. This is Don. Do you remember when I built that scenario and we said probably couldn't use the Gmail address, so I went and got one from GoDaddy.
Mm-hmm.
And so do I kill that Gmail node that I put in as a webhook and
Mm-hmm.
then attach to GoDaddy instead?
Oh, okay. So just a little context to those who are in the call. I've been helping Dom create his webhook connection for his Aspot tool. So to answer your question, Don, I think you already have the Gmail in there, right? All you need to
Right.
do is inside the module, you should see on where you connected the Gmail, you should see a button where it says add new connection. So that's
Uh-huh.
where you will be able to add that new, business email domain. So it should be an email address with a business domain to be able to send out, automated emails like what we were trying to do. But what I'm
Gotcha.
suggesting, Don, maybe let's hop on a one-on-one call so I can, let's just walk through your automation, your setup. So we can go dive deeper into it. Okay. I think you have my link, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's on my speed dial.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks. I'll try it
Mhm.
first when we get off now, and then I'll hit
Okay.
you up later. Thank you.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dawn. Super awesome. Okay. See, I think that's all that we have for today's live session. But
I got one quick question.
there you go.
Can I
Go
use,
ahead.
if I wanted to make a simple survey, I would use that IntelliForm, right?
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks.
Yes, you're very welcome. Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining Tuesday's live session. I really, really appreciate you guys. And let me know if you need anything at all. See you on the next live call. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.